What's up guys, Zinigami here, and we're gonna go through the 30 stamina Gan Fall Island, the god of Skypiea. Now the conditions for the islands are, for 10 stamina, you have the stats of impact characters greatly reduced, so impact characters stats reduced by 90%. 15 stamina is impact and shooters are reduced by 90%, so you can still use slashes, you can still use brawlers just fine on 15 stamina. And on 30 stamina is any type except for freedom types and evolver types get their stats reduced by 90%. So you can technically use crabs and dragons if you really need to, but you probably want to bring regular characters for their specials. So if you're using like a Law, a Poo team with a couple dex units, you can always bring in that green dragon because the green dragon stats are not reduced. I'll be using a double gear 3 team. Oh, it doesn't matter. We'll use that gear 3. Boop, 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 boop. Right here. I'll be using this double gear 3 team. Gear 3, Frankie, and Apu and Law. Now the really important ones are Apu and Law, and Pound Usopp. Because Gear 3, Apu, Law, and Frankie mostly just because he is a freedom type unit also. And Pound Usopp, even though Pound Usopp does have his stats reduced by 90%, all the rest of the guys are still okie dokie. And on the Gear 3 team, it really doesn't matter your first 3 attacks anyways. So you go 1, 2, 3, easy peasy lemon squeezy. The secret stage for this island is really cute. It's a really cute secret stage. It's the little girl whose name I can't remember off the top of my head right now. And they'll show up, and it's probably the hardest secret stage you'll meet on any island right now. It's really, really, really difficult. What happens when you hit the secret stage is that she'll show up, she will heal your team, and then she will run away. That's it. Shows up, heals her team, runs away. So it's just a free level if you get that one. Now, if you are counting on stalling out your turns, you're gonna lose out on some stall if you see the secret stage because you basically only get 1 turn to stall off of it. But the only thing you really are going to need once you get to Gan Fall is probably Pound Usopp. Now you see me, I use a double Aokiji impact team with a bunch of freedom units on it. And it takes me a long time to beat Gan Fall with that team. But I still do it. But it will take you a while if you don't have if you're not using a double gear 3 team. You can always use, for example, like an Aokiji impact team with a gear 3 friend, and that will work out just fine. I'll give you a little more damage even though your gear 3 won't get the benefit of Aokiji himself. So these first couple stages, there's basically nothing to say about these bunch of stages. Kill the guys, kill the fodder units in the back. This stage is a bunch of guys very high defense, low armor. Nothing too fancy schmancy. And Pound Usopp the only way for it. Now when we get to the mini boss stage, the mini boss, which is Big Bird. So Big Bird from oh my gosh, Sesame Street. I almost forgot Sesame Street's name. So once we fight Big Bird from Sesame Street, he will cut our defense down by half. So you just gotta watch out for that one. After that, they kill out the 3 guys in the back and then kill the ones up front. Nothing else too important about Big Bird. Just know that your health will get cut all the way to half. There we go. Goodbye, health. We're gonna kill the 3 guys in the back, and then next turn kill Big Bird. Because we've got 3 strength characters. Nice and easy to kill all 3 in the back. 1, 2, 3. And then Big Bird itself goes down. If you get hit by Big Bird will hit you for, which, here, you'll see right now. Big Bird hits for 4k. Not the worst thing in the world, but not really what you want to do after you already get your health cut in half. So I'm gonna try to look for some health here. There we go, there's some health. 1, 2, 3. Heal, heal. Goodbye, Big Bird. Just a little health to help us get through Gan Fall. So, the reason we bring Golden Pound Usopp is Gan Fall has no debuff protection. He boosts his armor by 3 turns. We use Golden Pound Usopp. Everything is great. And for turn 1, what I am going to do is, right now I'm going to go ahead and just use Law and Apu together. If you don't know what Law and Apu does, if you use Law, he swaps all your orbs to red and green. I'm sorry, that's red and green's completely wrong. It's Dex, Food, or Combo. So I get, like, terrible. But Apu switches all your Combo and Food over to Dex. And so I get full green orbs, which means I have green orbs on Law and Apu. And I use Frankie, which boosts orbs and gives himself a red orb. So I have 3 orbs on Law, Apu, Frankie. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. And this will clear out all 3 guys in the back. And if I get lucky and get a green orb on one of these guys, I will one-shot Gan Fall. Hey, there it is. Oh, right. Sorry. Let me actually go through Gan Fall's mechanics. So Gan Fall, what he'll do, the 3 guys in the back will start locking characters. So don't let your 3 characters in the back lock that's what you really want to kill them quickly, because on their turn 3, even if they're still locked, they will, even if they're still have their cooldowns reduced, or if they're still stalled, they will lock your character. They will lock one character for 5 turns. And you'll see that happening on my Aokiji team. What Gan Fall will do is, preemptively, he'll defense up for 3 turns. Then on turn 1, he'll swap all orbs to meat or bombs, or tandems. And turn 3, or every 3 turns after that, he will shuffle your orbs to meat, bombs, and tandems again. So he'll do this every few turns. 1, 2, 3. But nothing to worry about if you're using a Gear 3 team. You have plenty of time to kill him. He attacks on a 3-turn cooldown. So even if you do get hit by him, he'll hit you. He will hit for oops. Completely whiffing that attack. He will hit for 8k, just under 8k. So he hits pretty hard if you're not using like a double Aokiji team like I was. But he does a hit on a 3-turn cooldown. So if you use Alvida, because Alvida is a freedom unit, if you use Alvida or some other damage reduction, then you can get away with getting a couple hits off him. And he has 3 turns to actually stall. If he attacks you under 40,000, under 20%, he'll hit you for 40,000 damage. So right now, if he attacked, he will deal 40,000 damage to me. So I will make sure that he doesn't hit me, because getting hit by him is pretty bad. It's not ideal to get killed by 40,000 damage. But we got it here. All I have to do is hit my perfects, like so. Goodbye, Mr. Gan Fall. Thank you so much for hanging about. So, Gan Fall Island is pretty nifty. We get Gan Fall and the bird. We also get the secret girl, who I can't remember the name of. Don't we have the best information? Ooh, man, look at that. That's pretty okay. The skill books you get from Gan Fall Island are, you get the Story Mode Nell books, you get Miss Doublefinger books, you get Mr. 3 books, you get Strong Luffy books, and Bonnie, and a bunch of other like Baroque Works people, or a bunch of other Skypiea people. Sorry, not Baroque Works people, Skypiea people. But the important books that you get are Story Mode Nell, Miss Doublefinger, Mr. 3, and Strong Luffy. Those are probably the most important books you get from Gan Fall Island. Very, very good books, too. Now, Gan Fall himself, what he does is he will give you, on using a special, does 15 times quick damage to your enemies. And he'll boost Skypiea Island characters by 1.5 for 2 turns. So this is, Skypiea damage boost is kind of funky, because there's no real like indicator that there's Skypiea characters. But basically, if they're characters that don't get their stats reduced on Skypiea Island, Skypiea Island has the non-Skypiea characters get stats reduced by like 20%. So it's a little funky to be able to tell which characters are Skypiea Island characters. His captain ability is boost freedom type characters. Impact type characters. Sorry, he boosts impact type characters by 2 times attack while you're at high health. So it's probably above 75% health. He'll boost your impact type character's attack. Anyways, guys, I've been Zenigami. Good luck farming for your Enel books and Strong Luffy books. Remember, this is Story Mode Enel, not Raid Boss Enel. Those are 2 different characters. You cannot feed Story Mode Enel books to Raid Boss Enel and level up his special. The only way to level up Raid Boss characters is to feed them their own Raid Boss. So get those Story Mode Enel books. Get those Double Finger books. Yummy Double Finger books. Get those Mr. 3 books. I've been Zenigami, and y'all stay beautiful.